But let's continue talking about statistics at the high level. Now, how is statistics related to probability theory? How are these two disciplines related to each other? So we did say that statistics is the science of making inferences. And we said that inference can mean two things: extracting relationships from data or making forecasts based on data. But we need to talk about where the data even comes from. Now let's talk about two key terms, population and sample. When we say population, we are referring to the entirety of some things. Now these things could refer to a collection of people in a country, for example, the population of Canada, or it could be the entirety of an animal species, all the assets held by a particular holdings company, or even all the stars in our galaxy. So population can be anything, but it specifically refers to the entirety of those kinds of things. Now, for us to make inferences, that is to say, to extract relationships or make forecasts on this population, is to look at these numerical quantities we call parameters. Parameters include things like mean, median, and mode. Those are what we call measures of central tendency. Variance, the square root of which gives us standard deviation, skewness, and other such numerical quantities which, as I said, are referred to as parameters. Now, to find out what these parameters are, so we can describe different qualities about the population, we depend on a subset of this population, which is called the sample. In fact, we draw data from the population, and this data that we draw from the population, we use to further make inferences about the population. So this relationship goes two ways. Like it superset the population, the sample too has numerical quantities, the same numerical quantities that the population has: mean, median, mode, variance, standard deviation, skewness, and all the others. Except when it comes to the sample, we no longer use the word parameters. We use the word statistic. And this is where the name of this subject comes from. So to make inferences about the population, and specifically its parameters, we use the statistics of the sample. Now it's important for you to know that we are going to look at a number of formulas and mathematical expressions. And these mathematical formulas and expressions will come in different forms depending on whether we are talking about the population or the sample, because the mathematical expressions will look different.